Donald J. Trump, or Donnie, as I like to call him, is going to be our Secretary of the Treasury in the presidential cabinet.
Because he has a lot of plans with buying and selling real estate, a couple other things too that could help the...
His experience is astounding in the market of real estate and business, which can lead our country and set a great example and make our nation prosper in a time of need in economic despair.
And he'd also be good because there was a couple times where he was down in the dumps and he knew how to get himself out of there, just like our country is right now.
And he has a net worth of over $2 billion. That's a lot of money for one person.
And he would be an excellent, superb choice for Secretary of the Treasury.
Which he will be.
Hey, I'm Al Gore, and I want to be Secretary of Environmental Issues. I'm going to protect trees and grass and everything environmental. Especially trees, because... Anyways, I think with me as Secretary of Environmental Issues, I can protect the environment. Especially, I will prevent global warming from happening. And that's when global warming is when there's too much heat on the earth from pollution and it blocks the ozone. Actually, it destroys the ozone. And then all the sun rays melt the snow caps of the polar ices and flood the world. And after that, I'm going to make every single piece of land a park. Everything a park. Every protected game land is going to be a park. Lots of parks around the world. Because I love trees and plants and everything. I love you, tree. I love you. And then, every animal is going to be protected by me, personally. I'm going to protect every single animal. We're going to make laws that make people not able to kill animals and not able to cut down trees unless you have a license to cut down trees, like a logger. And then, after all that's said and done, our Earth is going to be a much safer, cleaner place. That's why I should be Secretary of Environmental Issues. Thank you. Hello again. Al Gore is going to be our Secretary of Environment.
Yes, he is. And he seemed pretty determined to save the trees.
He's going to save the trees because he wants to help our environment produce more oxygen output.
And take away more of the harmful gases which trees use, as we use oxygen.
And more harmful gases equals more pollution, and more pollution equals global warming, like he said. And that's not good, because all the polar ice caps, we don't want that to melt.
And fact, with more trees and more plants, the more oxygen there is, the better it is for the ozone layer to stop the sun from producing global warming and melting the polar ice caps, which he is very adamant about polar bears too.
And if you melt the polar ice caps, I mean, all the Arctic critters are done. They're done for. And then they will be in the sea, and the Arctic animals will eat them all, and there'll be nothing else. The whole ecosystem will be ruined because of polar melting.
Not to mention the land that will be underwater, like the small islands such as Puerto Rico, that won't exist anymore because it will be underwater.
Because of global warming. And he's trying to prevent that by less pollution with eco-friendly cars and eco-friendly everything.
And preserved land. Preserved land is key. Al Gore, Secretary of the Environment. Hi, I'm Hannibal. I was the ruler of the great Carthaginian army. I was elected as Commander-in-Chief in, I'd say, about 221 BC to lead the army after my previous leader's death. My first claim to fame was around, I'd say, about 218 in the Second Punic War with the Romans, and I caught the Romans off guard in the Alps. Got them. And all I have to say is I'd be great for the President's Cabinet, for Secretary of Defense, because I know what it is to lead an army and fight and make our country safe, which, yes, I am now an American citizen. And there's nobody better to do the job than Hannibal. What's
Hannibal will be our Secretary of Defense. Born in 247 BC, Hannibal was the great leader of the
Carthaginian army. He led
Carthaginian army.
He led them through the Second Punic War
which he caught the Romans off guard.
in the Alps. When they were crossing the Alps during the war, he caught them off guard, and it was all pudding from there.
And that was his first political action. And he became the commander-in-chief after their previous leader, which was unnamed, died. And it set off a series of events that made Hannibal one of the greatest warriors and leaders in world history.
That's why he should be our Secretary of Defense.
No, Seth. That is why he will be our Secretary of Defense. Conclusion. Other people that are going to be selected for United States Cabinet, including Daniel Boone,
Dr. Phil,
Brady Quinn,
Al Gore,
Hannibal,
Donald Trump.
all of them are excellent choices for their position.
Indeed.
And will make America a better place to live in.
You know what, guys? Good luck and good night.
No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner had swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger.
Am I in the picture? Oh no, little Sumay. Little Sumay. I love it.
Hello, America, and welcome to Political Chalk with, I said political.
Yeah, I did that. I'm Daniel Boone, and I'm an ice skater. Oh, my arm!
Okay. Hola!
Buenos dias.
Hola, senor!
Hola, señora.
Oh, you're a funny guy!
Tu camico.
Oh, sí me gusta!
Oh, Jose, mi pantalones son magnifico, pero
Mi cuarto es magnifico!
oh,
Oh, Marco! Whoa!
los manzana y apple,
Y pineapple!
parito.
Whoa!
Hello, señor Mustacio.